Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel Manas A Pursuit of Happiness, and this is your Dr. Chitra Aravind. So today I have come up again with an interesting topic similarly on relationship, but this time I am going to discuss with you the red flags of relationships, or what are the signs which tells that your relationship is actually not healthy and that you are dating or you're married a toxic person. But before going to the video, you should also understand one more concept also. Whatever signs I'm going to discuss with you, you need to think about yourself. You got to really introspect about yourself and also reflect on the same thing about your spouse or your boyfriend or girlfriend. Because whatever I'm going to discuss, maybe you are the one who is toxic or you have a partner who's toxic. How do you find out like who's toxic and because of whom this relationship is really unhealthy? For that I'll give you a small clue. The first thing is, when I'm going to discuss about these things, please relate with yourself. How you are relating to your partner, maybe a married one or also committed. If you're in a committed relationship, maybe your boyfriend or girlfriend. Do you behave or do you get these kind of patterns with this particular person alone or with every other relationship? For example, if you're seeing the similar patterns in your relationship with your mom or with your sister or with your friend and also with your romantic partner, probably the problem is with you. Maybe you are having some issues inside you, probably an insecure attachment pattern, because of which you are not able to strike a healthy relationship. Else, if you're only having these kind of problems only in a romantic relationship or in one particular relationship, maybe the problem is with another person with whom you're relating to. Here especially I'm going to talk about intimate relationships, maybe husband and wife relationship or in a love relationship. So the first point I'm going to discuss about is lack of trust. So this is a major sign of an unhealthy relationship. Whatever you do and how much ever you really strive to win the trust of another person, if one of the persons in the relationship is not at all able to trust another person and also trust the love that another person is actually having on you, it's a sign of an unhealthy relationship. Maybe the other person will keep asking for the reassurances. Do you love me? Do you love me? Most of the times, and at one point it may even annoy or irritate you. This shows maybe a partner is having an insecure and anxious style of attachment, because of which the partner continuously needs this kind of reassurances, and whatever you may do, they are not going to end up actually trusting that you are in a loving relationship. So this may be an important sign of an unhealthy relationship. The next thing is, whenever you are having a relationship with another person and most of the times you feel like walking on eggshells, like what if I say this way, what way he or she is going to react, I think I should not say no to this person. If I say no and he or she is going to get extremely upset with me, that's your romantic partner is going to get extremely upset with me, so I'm going to give in to him or her. So these kind of things, whenever you have this hesitant feeling that I cannot really express what I feel, or I cannot really say no, or you can't keep some healthy boundaries, and this is a major sign of unhealthy relationship as well, because in a healthy relationship you must be able to express yourself in a more assertive way. And the next point is about being paranoid or getting more suspicious. Initially it may start like a possessiveness, but as you go more deep into the relationship, if another person is keep on checking on you or seeing if you're online and not talking to me, who else are you talking to, who's the other person you are actually talking to in your office or in your college, whatever it may be, if they are going on suspecting it and they're getting more insecure about the whole relationship and checking on everything about you, probably this is a major sign of insecurity and also about the paranoid and suspicious thing in your partner. So this is again one more important unhealthy sign. And the other one is, if your partner is getting more violent or has a history of violent behavior, or kind of it need not be always like physically abusing you, it can be even emotionally abusing you and making you feel very bad about yourself, like gaslighting, where we hear in narcissistic people, make you feel confused whether am I doing the right thing or not, and making you feel more low confident. All these kind of things, maybe you were actually more healthy before you entered this relationship, but off late you are actually doubting yourself and also getting a lot of insecurity about your own self. So this is a kind of manipulation they may know, but they may do, but not in a more more obvious way, in a more subtle way. So you may get more confused, like what's really happening. So if you have this kind of feeling of late after you enter the relationship, probably this is again a red flag. And one more thing, if the partner is going to talk more about himself or herself all the time, and more of talking but not listening at all, and also it can be a sign of narcissism, and they are like more of in the receiving end rather than giving the love to you. So this is again a sign of unhealthy relationship. And the other one is one of the partner trying to control the other partner. So being like more dominant and giving you directions, that this is what you're supposed to do, this is what you're supposed to wear, and this is where you should go. And suppose if you do anything on your own, and if they're going to come and make you feel like you don't really know anything about their support, and if you're going to lose your confidence more into a relationship, probably it is a sign of an unhealthy relationship. The other partner is getting more dominant of you. And if one of the partners is going to use you, maybe they say that I love you so much, and you're like my sweetheart, and you're my soulmate, and in the name of all this love, if they're going to try to use you mentally, physically, and also sexually. So that's what I mean by physically, as well as in all the ways, materialistically, financially also, and trying to get some financial help in the very start of the relationship, getting into the sexual relationship or getting into money transaction. All this stuff is a definite red flag of a relationship. So you must be really aware of this particular sign very carefully. And they may slowly get into this kind of manipulation and emotionally abusive also, and they make you feel like you are the one at fault. So you'll be really left confused about really what's happening. This is an important sign. Please look out for the sign in your relationship. If at all you have this kind of things happening, especially in one particular relationship in life, that means you are actually dating or in relationship with a toxic person. And in a relationship, definitely people can do mistakes, and if you are the one ending up always asking sorry even for the mistakes of the other person, and always wanting to have harmony and wanting to say sorry initially, you are the one who is initiating sorry, and the other person has never ever asked sorry, again this is a red flag. And that too for no fault of yours. And if it is going to happen more frequently in your relationship, probably this is again an important red flag which you should watch for. And one last thing with which I want to wrap this talk is about be aware of love bombs. So in the very initial stage of the relationship, probably you call it as a honeymoon phase, where if you're getting more love bomb, that other person 24/7 they want to be connected with you and always want to talk to you and give all the sweet talks and always complimenting you, and also sending a lot of text messages and wanting to meet together, all these things, and calling words like you are my soulmate and wanting commitment very early in a relationship. So all this can be very, very sweet, but you need to be aware of this red flag, because in a real relationship, this kind of celluloid thing or something like what we see in movies never ever really happen. And if this you are seeing in any relationship, then you need to be really mindful of this particular red flag and actually carefully analyze your relationship. So these are some of the red flags in relationship which I am giving you awareness about, because more than this there are few other red flags also, but these are the more important prominent red flags. Many people ignore in the initial stages of the relationship because love is blind, and some people even get into a lot of other illegal relationship also, or get into a relationship with a married woman or a man, even other persons, be it a man or a woman trying to groom you. Who knows like what is in store. So you need to be really, really careful about what is the kind of relationship I'm getting into, and also review your past love relationship. If you seem to have a similar pattern developing over a period of time with a lot of partners, maybe there is some problem you may have in your own personality, maybe in the way of some attachment, or you might have undergone some child abuse, or you may had a very violent past relationship or traumatic relationship. This is the reason you may be attracted to these kind of toxic people in your life. So in order to get rid of this toxic pattern, first analyze yourself. And if this is the only person in your life you've come across and this person is toxic, don't ever think that you can just correct him or her in the name of love. It is not even possible. So it's very, very difficult to change a person's personality. So it is not your job also to change a person and completely divert him from one particular way to the other way. And you think if it is going to be possible, and if another person is doing it intentionally, I'm sorry, you're going to be at the loss. And what are the consequences you're going to face is more terrible, because you may have a broken heart and you would have wasted a lot of time and lot of your resources, and many things cannot be changed at all. No, there is no like unwinding or rewinding button. So people, please be careful when you're entering this toxic relationship, which may appear so sweet in the beginning, but it may become so bitter and it can be ending as very traumatic later. So be mindful of these signals in your relationship. At the same time, I'm not saying like you should really doubt your partner if you find one or two signs. I'm not asking you to do that. Please be more mindful about these things, introspect yourself, and also be non-judgmentally looking into this relationship as a third person. And if you still feel there is something wrong, really there's a time to talk to your partner and make him or her understand that there is a problem with them. And one good thing you can do to them is talk them out of this relationship or take them to a psychiatrist or a psychologist to correct themselves. Otherwise, high time, if you're going to invest a lot of your time and other resources into this relationship, I really doubt whether you can change the person, because changing a person is not your destiny. Because I've seen a lot of clients getting into this kind of relationship and completely not aware of what is happening to them, and after 1 or 2 years, after losing a lot of things, especially their self-esteem and in cases money and also mental health, and losing a lot of things, they come to know that this person is really toxic, and also they come to therapy and understand that there is something in them which attracted them to this toxic person. And in whatever way I could have tried to make them understand in the initial stages of a relationship, I don't think this person might understand, because love is so blind, as I told you earlier, and it's very difficult to pull them out of the relationship. So here, this awareness video will help you to figure out whether if you are in that kind of relationship, and don't be like what do you say, like don't be become so doped into the relationship or like seduced into the relationship. Be always mindful about what is happening in you and also around you. And thank you so much for watching this video till the end. So make sure to use all these tips in your everyday life so that you can make your relationship better, and also which can lead to a happy life. So thank you so much again, and see you yet again in another video. Bye.